Hi, everybody. My name is Matthew. This is something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. It's just taken me a little bit of courage to be built before actually recording something. Um, it's always seemed like such a daunting thing, and in this moment, it is still very daunting, but I'll do my best through it. I wanted to start this channel and to kind of share my journey with the hopes of bringing a little bit more what I'd call reality to YouTube and to social media. I'm sure there's other people doing it, but a lot of the content that kind of seems to take over my feed and my YouTube it's a lot of really positive content. And I love positive content. I love seeing people's dreams come true. I love seeing the inspirational content, the motivational, the workouts, I love seeing all of it. It's all something that's helped me in a lot of stages of life. I feel that as I've gotten a little bit older, it's harder for me to relate with that stuff. I a lot of the times feel almost a sense of envy towards it. And I feel that it withdraws me a little bit from how great my life really is and how great it has been. And with that being said, like I said, I hope to bring you both sides. I hope to bring you all of my highs, and I hope to bring you my lows as well. I have a lot of dreams. I love projects and a lot of hobbies and passions, and I hope to start one by one sharing those. And I hope that it can find a few people, and bring some positivity to them, or some ideas how to improve their lifestyle. And I mean that physically, I mean that mentally, and just about in every way. A big thing that I'm passionate about is fitness. I love lifting weights. I love working out. I love nutrition. A lot of that, I think, came from a place of being heavier when I was a child and throughout high school. And I never really had a good way to manage it or to deal with it. And I didn't really know the resources or the people to ask in that time either. So it was something that I struggled with. And out of high school, I made it a point to get into shape. And I had worked out for probably 5 or 6 years. And throughout the 5 or 6 years, followed every gym influencer I could and saw all the videos and all the workouts. And I did, and I tried. And, I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. I felt like I was moving slow. And I know looking back, a lot of that was from lack of consistency as far as dieting more than anything. But now I found myself in a routine that has really worked for me over the last 8 months or so. And I've been able to really maintain and manage a good, healthy weight. And like I said, I'd like to share that with you, share my thoughts, my opinions, some of my meal prepping ideas. I make a ridiculous amount of crunch wraps on a probably bi-weekly basis. And that's been a big source of my protein and my consistency. A little bit more about myself, I guess. I work at the refinery here in town. I work in the rail department, rail zone, where we load and offload rail cars. And I work 12-hour rotating shifts. So I rotate days and nights depending on the week. It's kind of a complicated schedule, and that's kind of it's been a huge positive more than anything as far as the job itself, the activity of it. But it's made my fitness journey a little bit harder in some ways as far as lifting, and a little bit easier in other ways as far as dieting. It's nice when you have to pack a lunch for a 12-hour day and you don't get to leave to get other food. That's been my mindset towards it. So I've made sure to always pack a really good lunch. And honestly, I've just been cooking at home to save money more than anything. And I found a really good rhythm with it. Now, as far as the lifting side of it's hard just because after a long day, especially at night, when I get off at 5, I don't really like going to the gym just because it's so crowded. And when I work night shifts, I usually go before then and on my days off, but it's challenging. It's an interesting schedule. And I think the mental health side of it, as far as the sleep changes and how night shifts affect a person, it's hard, but I'm finding a rhythm with it. And a big part of that has been my home gym. It may seem extensive by the racks of weights behind me, but more or less I can get a really, really good arm day in. And besides that, it's a lot of bands, and I think my max dumbbell is 25 pounds. So over the last 3 days, I've started working out in here, and it has just been fantastic. For a long time before this, probably 6 months or so, I put it off and put it off and put it off, and I would just, miss the gym because I was tired. And what I always told myself was I need to wait till I have it built out a little bit more, wait till I have the garage clean, wait till I have a gym rack behind me that, to be able to use as a squat rack and barbell bench and whatnot. And I was waiting for those things, and I wasn't using it because I wanted it to be complete. And I finally just decided, I really should take advantage of what I have. And like I said, it's minimalistic, and it will grow and it will get better, but that doesn't mean that I can't enjoy it and appreciate it in the moment. I come out here after work and I spend time with my dogs, and we all just listen to music and work out and relax for a couple hours after work before I go to sleep. And it's just been fantastic. So I guess the message I'm trying to give with that is you don't have to wait for things to be perfect to be happy with them. You can be happy with them in the moment. Because it sure is a lot more fun being able to enjoy it in the moment and watch it grow and to build it. And you don't need a lot. I know those weights might say otherwise, but that was a lucky purchase from a gym. And like I said, really good arm day, but it's hard to do much else with them. But yeah, I'm grateful to be here. My life has been a roller coaster lately, and I plan to get into all of it more. And it's each on the individual topic, but moral of my story right now is doesn't mean that you can't see the beautiful around you, all the beautiful things, whether it be the sky when the sun's rising or when it's setting, or I'm not sure if you have mountains around you, but I have mountains around me, and I like to stand at work and just stare at them and soak it in. And remember feeling down, just a little bit of the sky tends to bring my mood up quite a bit. Yeah, I would say future episodes will consist of, I guess, future videos, not episodes necessarily. Future videos will consist of some easy at-home workouts that I'll be doing, and you can follow along. Some Crunchwrap recipes and different meal prepping videos. I recently purchased a Jeep, so I plan to do some overlanding and some camping this summer with that. I'm sure there'll be some more dog content because they tend to wander around and enjoy the space. This is my golden retriever Addix, and then I have his daughter, and her name is Rue, and she's a golden retriever Aussie Doodle mix. So they both tend to come and hang out and soak up the sun. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. I appreciate anybody that's watched this, and I hope I was able to give something back. Thank you.